Hey, it's your girl Takima.
And Tiffany.
And you're tuned into
On the TNT Tip.
Okay, so check this out. We recently released our first video on What is Love. And we got some feedback, and we've been getting a lot of comments back, especially from
our homegirl Pia.
Mm-hmm.
You can follow her on Twitter at Spice Girl Jessie.
Yep.
And she suggested that we do a blog on regret and forgiving.
All right, I'm going to start this off. As far as regretting, I don't think that anyone should live with
guilt,
the burden of having that on your mind about, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. You just move on with your life and get over it. You know what I mean? There will always be another opportunity in which you can correct that mistake. Now, as far as forgiveness, be careful of how easily you forgive someone.
Because people will take advantage
advantage of that. If you're, always forgiving and people are going to make more mistakes because they're going to be like, so what? She's going to forgive me anyways. You know what I mean? It don't matter. She's still going to be there. That's like me having a man and he keep cheating on me and I say, it's perfect okay, baby, example. I forgive you. You say you're not going to do it again. I forgive you. And then he goes and cheat. And then he says, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's okay. I forgive you. It's just a chain reaction that's never going to stop. It's going to always be ongoing. So we have to, as females, be very careful of what we tend to forgive and how many times we tend to forgive the same thing.
Well, in terms of regret, I have this motto that I live by, which is, somebody told me this: never regret something that once made you smile. So, if you was happy at the time and now all of a sudden you regret it because it didn't work out in your favor, I don't think you should regret it. I substitute regret with, I totally, completely erase things out of my memory, so I act as if it never happened. So I try not to regret things as much. I don't know. I feel like it's pointless. You regretting, I don't know. Just act like it never happened. That's what I do.
Act like it never happened.
Forgiveness.
We know that that's not the easiest thing to do because regardless to what, it's always going to be in the back of our minds. But, you have to make your forgiveness exclusive. If you're handing out forgiveness cards to everybody, your forgiveness isn't exclusive. And it's not meaningful if everyone is worthy of a forgiveness. Some things just cannot be forgiven.
But I think it depends on certain topics, such as, an example, somebody raped you. Do you just forgive them? I don't think so. I think that it depends on what the situation is. Somebody raping you, I don't think that's something that you can easily forgive. However, they do say in order for you to move on with your life, you have to forgive someone. But that doesn't mean you have to forget. So you keep certain things in the back of your mind.
I hear a lot of people say, if she cheats on me or if he cheats on me, I'll never forgive him. I mean,
you get
everybody, we live in a world where everybody cheat. So the first mistake, okay, I can forgive you. Now, it depends how far you cheated. If you went and got another woman pregnant, I mean, what you expect me to do?
But I think you still have to forgive that person because in order for you to move on with your life, you have to get over it.
I don't know because that's the thing. Now, she has a baby by you, but I don't, and I'm supposed to be the leading lady in your movie.
You get over him and you move on.
Is that even worthy of a forgiveness? If you keep lying to me all the time, sooner or later, I'm just gonna move on. It's no forgiving because you're doing this on purpose. You're lying to me on purpose because you already know that I'm gonna be like, oh, it's okay, babe, it's alright, just don't do it again, and it's gonna happen again. You know what I mean? So if you're a repetitive, action maker, or you keep making these mistakes and you think you're gonna be forgiven all the time, shame on you because it's not working for me anymore. It's over. I can't do it. I can't deal with all this, going back and forth. Every time you forgive someone, you start over new, and I hate starting over new.
I don't know. I think it just depends on the situation. I told you how I feel about regret. I don't think you should regret things because, if you did it, you shouldn't regret it. Forgiving, it depends on the situation because, if your mother abandoned you as a child, do you forgive her? That's something you have to think about.
These are some of the questions you have to raise.
You have to think about certain things like that. Somebody stole your pencil, whatever. Somebody bumped you, whatever. But your mother leaving you as a child, never looking for you and things like that.
What I really want to know, I want to get some feedback from you guys, the audience. I want to know what are some of the things that you recently forgave.
Good question.
Just we can have that communication. You know what I mean? just basically leave the comments under leave the video and let me know some of the things that you recently forgave. You know what I mean? And then I'll let you know, like, you know, we'll respond and give you our
opinion. You can
opinion.
hit us up on Twitter if you have any suggestions.
Any suggestions, you can follow me. The name is at Takema Hayes. That's
everything is in the info box.
AKEMIAHAZE. You know, feel free to add me and ask me questions. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I have the answers to everything, but you know, I have an opinion. You know, I just want to help.
All right.
You know, we're gonna leave this short. You know, just leave your comments and we'll get right back to you.
Deuces.
Deuces.